Right, so I have just to preface things. I have kind of cleared up a bit of area. Ooh, there we go. Get some gain sounds properly. Cleared up this bit of area because this is part of tonight's stream. I'm gonna look to shift this into here, move this over there. Bit of chopping, changing. But yes, last stream though, just having a look back at what we have done. Last stream though, we set up this outpost all the way out here, which as you can see is feeding us a nice healthy amount of iron ore. So yeah, so we set this up last stream. We've got some defenses up here because we are getting attacked quite regularly, and more to the point, obviously that's out of ammo. See if we can find something with a bit more that we can just split for a second. I will put some conveyor belts, and we'll be feeding ammo up here. We'll have to take it up manually, but I'll be feeding it into a chest, and then these turrets can all feed off of the belt. But yes, that will be something I'll be looking at doing a little bit later. But yes, now when I did log in, instantly completed whatever research was going, I can't remember, but I am currently researching repair turrets, which I do plan to pop around because we have sustained a lot of damage. A lot of damage, mostly from meteor strikes. But yes, I would like to get that fixed. And it will keep obviously our outpost healthy as well, while we fudge around and tweak and do all sorts of other shit. So yeah, so this is going to get moved. We're going to put power over here, and this iron production is going to get moved over here. I want this... Well, the belts are backing up. The belts are backing up. That's not necessarily an issue. This is much better than what it was last year, than before we put in the outpost. Because, well, all this iron belt was empty. All these iron was all gone. But I would like to increase production so we don't have to worry too much about production of plates for some time. So, I think the first thing we're going to have to get done really is shifting this buffer that I've got for copper ore. Now, really this isn't, for what we have available, this isn't really overly the most efficient to what we can do. We can put in warehouses and have extremely large stockpile used in one building. We have got this. This is pretty damn efficient compared to using a warehouse. So I'll probably duplicate this just up here for the copper, which I'll do. I'll slowly make a start on now. But yes, the fuel for the iron is going to have to make a little bit of a trick because I want it to feed top down and then feed outwards onto production. So let's have a little look. So for this, to be honest, we don't really need this too big at the minute. This is only a tiny mine. It's not something I'm looking to do too much with just at the moment. So let's see what we got here. Have I got any steel? Yes, I do. Cool. So we're bunging a steel there, and then we'll feed on there. Put in some power. Of course, that's feeding onto the belt. I'll remove this in a moment. And then we'll want to feed this back onto belts. Yeah, we'll bring it down there. That'll be alright. Don't know why I keep on hitting menu for items. It's just me playing other games. But we'll get used to doing that. When I've got stuff on my hotbar. But there we go. So obviously this stockpile is pretty damn large. We've pretty much got full steel chests here, so I'm going to cut this off there and just allow it to feed. But I will take a load of this and put it up here, just to help the process. This will feed double lines. These are, those who don't know, these are mini loaders, so they will, on both sides of the belt, feed and output on both sides constantly, as long as there's something in there anyway, of course. But yes, that's that bit done. Oh, nope, don't want to move them. Don't want to move them yet. So these are going to be in the way for a moment. I might do something stupid with that, like put them over there for now. I don't want to put too many chests in here. I don't have many mini loaders. We don't have it on autocraft. It is a handcrafted thing I'm doing at the moment, so I don't want to go doing too much with that. Right then, so I think first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to temporarily move these down to, say, here maybe. Give us all this room, then we can clear this out, pop the power back in properly. I did, also off camera, make a few more burner turbines, just so when this is removed we don't lose too much in the way of power. So for now, let's just pop them in down here. Put them like that. I am going to split off this belt just to make it a lot easier to get things around. And I guess, yeah, I need another one of those. Let's make another set. And we'll feed with inserters. Now I'm going to steal the ones off of here. Yeah, I've got some in production, but if they're nearby, why not? And we're going to have to give them some power with this as well. Really? Did I just miss you by one tile? Cool, so that's going to suit us just fine. I could have let them run out, but I don't want to. I want to get this done and in place, so then we can move on to other things. So let's get rid of the power. Get rid of these undergrounds. So this is going to be fed differently. We are going to be splitting off of this main feed here. Rather it just flow fine for now, and we won't have to worry about what's going on. Oh, can't wait to get bots. It's going to be so much easier to demolish shit. Okay, excellent. So let's pop fuel in there. I'm actually going to turn these to outputs so we don't have any issues. It looks like I am going to have to look at a new coal supply for our fuel processing. We've got a ton of coal over here. There's loads of belts all over the place, though. Well, we'll look at doing something with that. Hopefully at some point tonight during the stream. I'm not overly worried about it for the time being. We've got quite a bit of fuel, you see, made up here. Okay, so that's power taken care of. That's out of the way now. Yeah, we're doing plenty fine on power. So now this ugly mess. Do we have much in the way of stockpiled plates anyway? We do, so that's fine. So we can just cut this off and yeah, just let it go for a moment. Okay, so let's remove all this junk we don't need. Again, bots would be so much quicker doing this. Kind of would have done it on camera, but well, off camera, should I say. Okay, so let's reconnect up that. This was feeding down here, so not have to worry about that. I'm going to take the splitter there and the underground. Let's just okay. Bots. I can't wait for bots. Really can't wait for logistics bots. Let's take all these off because I'm just going to constantly want to pick up from there. So it's nearly this row done at least anyway. So I'm gonna kind of leave these belts in place, these output belts in place for the most part, just so they can continue on feeding into the production. I'm gonna remove all these power poles that we don't need just at the minute here. And let's get rid of these ones. Oh, no room for anything. It's fine. I believe it's still got some chests up here. Yep. Some spare chests to bung crap in. Some fuel on, so let's bung fuel there. Nearly all cleaned up. And then we can get building. Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. Power. There we go. Awesome. So, just gonna put up some of these a few more of these belts, just so we. I think we got plenty enough belts, but I'll just pull them up for now anyway. So then, how are we going to do this, I wonder? So, ideally, the best, obviously more efficient, and the best, more efficient way to do it is going to be having just one full line of iron ore, one full belt of fuel, and then using standard inserters and long inserters just to pick off the belts and feed into each side of the smelting line. So, effectively, let's have a look. I wonder if we can have two sets of double lines. Anyway, but let's just put something in quickly. So we'll say this is going to be like iron ore, going to be fuel, and then we'll have smelters, furnaces, whatever. So yeah, we could have another set like this. They'll feed onto a belt on the outside, and then we could actually have... so let's see if we do belt just here. There. We could have a belt right down the middle. So these would be the outputs on the either side here, and we can effectively duplicate the same thing over here. We've got plenty of room. I wasn't sure if we would, which is great, because then we could just go ham and just completely feed shit tons of fucking iron ore through onto it. Which would be, well, I'm not going to complain, it would be amazing. We are going to need a lot more stone furnaces, though. Do I have any... Should I think... Did I put some stone away? I did. I am going to handcraft a ton of stone furnaces. Just while we put things into place here. So, if we did second line here, we're going to want belts with fuel and iron ore in this way. Another row of furnaces down this way. Oh. No. And to be fair, this is effectively quite expandable as far down as we can actually go. It's just meteor land. Yeah. Check on what's going on at the top in a bit. At the outpost. I'm getting alerts. We get in break-ins. So we have got stuff being destroyed at the top. I'm gonna have a quick look, because it's never a good sign when things are getting broken. And, oh, have I got any ammo just lying around that I can pick up just in case it's biters causing havoc? Any here, that's fine. Don't think I'll be able to do much with my machine gun, but hey. Yeah, I think we've got biters in. Yeah, we got biters, and they're all out of ammo up here, of course. At least the our chain gunners up here are kind of preventing too much damage, which is nice. I might actually move those quickly just to. I've got some more. Let's repair the walls. I'll move the chain gunners a bit closer to the wall, just to make them a bit more effective. Let's feed these guys up a bit. Back here, they're not really doing anything. They can't really reach anything, so I'm going to just strategic. Well, say just strategic. There's no strategy to this. I'm just going to place them along here up until just so they're covered until we can get a better solution for ammo for these guys, which we will do shortly. I just want to get this iron production sorted. So that will cover that for now. These guys should have plenty of ammo on them and plenty of fuel. I remember filling them up quite heavily once when we went up there. All right, so back to this bit. So this is probably going to be a little bit overkill for the input of iron that we currently have, but well, we can increase it anyway for sure. I really should take away this because this is just, yeah, they're filling up, but we've got stockpile here, and I'm actually figuring of actually completely rechanging this and just putting a warehouse in, probably down here, and then outfeeding multiple lines. Or actually, if we're going to feed down here for a thing, we might as well just flip the whole line and send it down. That would work. Feed into a warehouse probably here with multiple outputs. That might work pretty well, actually, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that in a second. Right, so. We're going to need to increase fuel eventually anyway for this, but that'll be a thing for later. So what I want to do is... Can I make a warehouse? Yes, I can. We're going to need some more mini loaders, which, again, I'm going to have to handcraft. I need some steel for that, and probably some copper plates. Let's go and grab that. So we're peeling through quite a bit of copper at the minute, so I will probably expand this out in a second as well, while we're currently doing many other things with expansion. We're missing, we need steel, no problem. And we do need to expand this, well, I want to expand that steel as well. Okay, so... 5 mini loaders will do for now? Yeah, plenty. Plenty, or more than enough. And just while that's building, let's go and just pop in furnaces down here just to increase our copper production. So I know we're not using a huge amount, but better to be safe than sorry, I think. We do need to go a bit iffy with that. And more power. Right. Okay, so let's clean this up. Get ready to move the power setup over. Not gonna lie, definitely looking forward to when we have bots. Although, to be perfectly honest, I have got obviously I have got LTN installed, logistical train network. That is going to be our pretty much it's essentially our final solution for all of our logistics needs. I'm not going to rely on bots. No, I'm not going to rely heavily too much on bots. I'm not going to have 500 bots in a network. It may start off that way, but I do plan to use LTN quite a lot for our main productions. Effectively, I'm thinking of having a train mega base, if you're familiar with the term. Essentially, just the map's going to be divided up into grids. Each grid is going to have a boundary surrounding it of rails, and then using logistical train networks, we can move stuff to where and when we need it. It's going to be much more efficient than just using just trains as they currently are now. Yes, you can do a lot with them. However, we can use less trains to do the same sort of thing. When we get to that, it's going to be a bit fun to set up. I do hope to get some kind of small LTN system in place before we go to space. And do any more exploring out that way. Okay, so our warehouse is down now. Well, it's done, so we'll get that down. Thinking about here. So this bit. I'm going to turn these around so they start feeding in. Turn you guys around so you start feeding out. I'm going to effectively just reverse this whole line. You guys heading outwards like that. I'm actually going to disconnect that actually, and we'll bring it down the side. Disconnect this. I'm going to be quite frank, I haven't really planned this out. Literally just building as I go along. To be fair, it's how I do most of everything, so... In fairness, good number of times it works out. It just looks messy. If it does give you a brain itch, I do apologize. Okay, so they're feeding into there. I'm now gonna feed this iron. I'll reverse all of these belts in a moment. I'm gonna feed this iron down to there, and then we can let's just reverse all of this. These guys are gonna go that way. You need to be turned around and actually just get rid of you. You guys are gonna go down. Okay, excellent. So that's going to stockpile now for a moment. We do have another warehouse further up with our outpost, so we're not going to have to worry too much for quite some time, to be fair, about having to run out of iron, or we may have to bump up the mining amount, but we should be fine for a little while. So sip me a drink a second. Okay, so outputs for iron. I think we will double line this. Just to make it easier on us. I'm gonna want that. Some power. These mini loaders are awesome. It's just awesome that they'll do that. And as I say, it's just full. Obviously, you can get upgraded tiers as you go along. Same as the belts. You get the red and the blue. But it's just so useful, especially if you want a full belt. You don't have to do any balancers or anything like that. The mini loader mod is just so damn useful. Okay, so next thing is going to be fuel. So we are going to increase this a lot very soon. I'm just thinking of the best way maybe to do this would be... Well, this is going to go eventually. I actually might move this now. Just get these out of the chest and do, yeah, get inserters to hand one into the other, and then we'll just stuff up here and leave it go, and what happens, happens. So if I do, say that, yeah, that should do. Right, so if we empty this, there's not much in there anyway, not much in that one anyway. Oh yeah, I took some out, didn't I? And we'll just bung crap in there. That's that gone. I'll just remove this. Yeah, that'll do. That gets out of the way. Oh, whoops. We'll connect it there. Let's connect it 3 ways then. So, back to fuel. Yeah, I think it might just be best just to split it here. I know it's so soon after a split. Actually, because we're double... No, we're only feeding one side there. We're double-siding because of the inserters there. So yeah, if we say split there, bring it up quite close to the belt, turn it, and then split as we go across there. That'll have to do for the time being. And... undergrounds. Take a few of those quickly. I'm probably going to need a few more than that, just for later. Okay, so up over here. Maybe I should have done the iron or the iron on the other side. Yeah, I'll be right. Be fine. Okay, so we'll bring it over here. Okay, so you will underground to there, underground to there, then split and carve it down, and same here. Oh, why did I do that? It's the end of the line. I'm an idiot sometimes. There we go. Okay, so that's fuel down for this set. Now it's just literally just going to be hooking up all of the inserters and hooking it up down to the output. So I'm going to need a ton of yellow inserters, which I don't have. Well, I have a few, but let's grab a few of those. And we're going to need a good chunk of reds. Oh. Okay, we're actually going to have to bring these down by 1 tile for the long arm inserters. Anyway, the long arm inserters really aren't going to be so bad with this, so... okay, so let's carry on filling this out. Again, bots. Can't wait for bots. It's just so quicker, so much quicker for building. No. Nearly there with the yellows. Some NA, then long arm inserters. So good news is these only need to go on one side. Did I just miss one on there somewhere? Well, I did. Let's just do this side. I just realised I placed a bunch wrong. Ah! Oi, oi, oi. These guys are on the wrong side. Oh, of course I'd fuck up. You guys are supposed to be here. Okay. Oh, there we go. So, let's get power. Power is going to be interesting. This should be... We need mediums for these. We need medium power poles for those. Let's get that started. I should have thought of that, but straight away. Really, I should have left a gap in between these furnaces, but because I'm an idiot. How many green science? That's why things weren't going too quickly. Right, how are you guys on resources over here? You're fine. That's cool. So 30 seconds times 75. It shouldn't be too bad off. We are going to be hurting for a while for iron plates down on the production. You say it's all pretty much all fucking gone now, but once we can get this up and running, once we get the medium electric poles, I don't think we're going to have any problems whatsoever there. Okay, so once this is clear, I'm going to ditch this. I'm actually going to... Do we need for that bricks and more steel? Actually going to handcraft a... Bricks. Going to handcraft a warehouse, and we'll put in a nice huge buffer for iron plates. Actually, I'll craft 2 while we can. So I'll probably put the buffer down here for the... Well, actually, no, I'll put it over here. For the iron plates coming off of here. And then we can output through this way. Okay, so let's tidy this up. And the belt's damaged, but it'll be fine. Come on, come on, come on. Excellent. This research is going along pretty fast compared to what I thought it was going to do, but it's awesome. So, actually cut this down a bit. Not so we can expand this indefinitely, like pretty extensively, but it should actually last us a fair while. I'm gonna want maybe there. We'll put it there. And you go there. To there. And to there. I'm gonna need another mini loader, so we'll put that on crafting queue as well. So you will load into there. I don't need medium poles for this really, so at least that's sorted. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to expand this out pretty heftily, you could say. So we'll probably end up bringing this along a little bit more, and we'll put more at the top here as well. This buffer is full, which is fine. Or we may even just worm its way up a little bit, or even just snake it upwards and it can feed straight down, something like that. We'll figure that out in a moment. All of this is done, so I'm going to clean this up. So yes, I do apologise. It's not very interesting. I know, I understand, I do apologise. But that's what happens when you organically build a base. Now it's just off this, so I'm actually just going to do that. Tidy up all of this. Oh, didn't mean to remove that. All of it in? No. All of it in. No. Okay, well you're out of power now. I didn't want you to run too much longer. I knew you guys are out of fuel, but I'm not worried about you at the minute. It's 31% on mediums, that's fine. I'm gonna remove all of this. We pretty much got all of this covered. In terms of auto productions, we got probably do a few more of these. So I might just pop in. Yeah, we got 60, we got 5 there. I might just pop in some resources just to craft more, because they're pretty good for power, you know. If you don't go for steam, they're pretty good for starting power. You know, you make coal more efficient. We can use coal, the fuel we're currently producing, to heat boilers for the steam engines, but say we got 5. We only got 5 of them, and we're not even really struggling for power. It's 10 megawatts, so these guys do need fuel though. Let's just pop you in there. I'll keep you going. Not sure what we're going to do about stone. We do need to start looking at sand and glass eventually. Say if we have a look at the research queue, so it did start on repair turrets. I do want to get that finished after we get medium electric poles, but we are going to have to move soon to steam power. Very well. Not too soon, but soon enough we're going to have to start looking at steam power, and we're going to have to look at oil processing, which is definitely something that is going to be including some biter bashing. Solar panels are going to be pretty damn useful, and I do want to get producing as early as possible as soon as we get to that point. I did download a load of, or I say download, I did get a ton of blueprints for LTN trains, and the rails that they come with, or one of the sets of rails that it comes with, does include a solar panel setup inside the rails, which is something I'll be looking to do. It's unused space in the middle, in between rails, so you might as well just use it for power. A couple of meteors, nice. They didn't land anywhere near us. Perfect. Okay. How are we doing on the map? Ugh. Oh, biters. Biters, biters, biters. There's our closest crude oil anyway. We're gonna have to kill these off. Probably gonna have to kill these off. If I could, without having to worry too much about all the rocks that are lying around and the trees, I'd probably just wall this whole fucking box off. And then fill it full of shit ton of turrets and let them go to work. But yeah, that base these bases up the top here, and definitely these ones here, we're gonna have to take out sooner rather than later, because say that's our closest crude oil as best as I can tell. It's only a couple of tiles in from the main square of the map. I doubt we'll see any over here. There's no point trying to think about over here. There might be something over here. But we'll say we have got biters down there. The sonars sonar. The radio towers, the radar towers are doing their job. So we'll slowly figure out, slowly see something, slowly figure it out. But that oil north is definitely the thing that it's going to have to be done soon. Okay, electric poles are getting there. That's fine. So I think while that continues on, I'm gonna have to take a closer look at this. These are still mining. They've got plenty of coal to mine. I might just abandon this whole section and just say fuck it, and effectively just completely reorganize this. That might have to be the best, maybe the best way to do it. I'm gonna clear this out first, and then I'll think about that. Oh no. No. It's a bigger chest, but I'll do. Stone view. We got any more stone lying around? We got some. We got fuel over here as well. Okay, fuel can go to you. Just gonna turn you guys around just to stockpile the fuel a bit more. Right, let's I'll get these guys some more resources. So you guys want iron plates. That way then, you might not have to worry about handcrafting some for some time. You got stone. You probably want more stone. Oh yeah, I didn't put stone in there, did I? I'll do you guys for now. So I'm hoping... Do you stack up to 6s? Okay, you need blue motors. You need iron plates. You're supposed to have you need an iron plate input? Okay. Oh, and I bet we don't have any burner inserters lying around anywhere easy to get to, do we? Oh, we do. Okay. Oh. Preferably not all of my iron, but that'll do. So let's pull up all this shit at the top. We're going to end up with a load of resources that we don't quite necessarily want to have on hand, but it'd be fine. The iron plates that have been dyed around, I can just drop into the warehouse, and then we can just get that feeding back into the process, into the automation. Oh, there we go, full upon shit. And iron plates can go in there. A ton of fuel, which is awesome. Excellent, so that's all cleared out. I'll probably make this a little bit more automated as well to feed into our labs. I do want to turn those into electric labs soon. There's loads of things I need to do soon. Might as well end up making it a shopping list. Okay, so a good chunk of you can go in there. Right, so I'm going to hook this up just so we can keep things rolling. So I'm going to want you to put it there, and we'll get a power pole into you. There we go. So I'll constantly feed in a stream of a double-side belt all the way through back to the system. It's not going to last as too long as it stands at the minute until we can get this in and running, or up and running. Just say it's in, just not running. But that is soon to be a thing of the past of it not of this blinking, because medium electric pulse. So yes, if needs be, if we need to increase this output on both of these, I know we're only feeding one in and two out, but if we need to, we'll just double lane we'll just put a second belt down following this. Okay, so oh, you guys are out of inserters. I'm actually just going to remove you now. As soon as you're out of material. Oh, excuse me. I should take you away as well. Yeah. So, for the time being, let's grab a... Are you guys still burners? You are. I'm gonna upgrade you from not burners. To not burners, should I say. What's it? Where's there? There we go, there's a stockpile. So yeah, we're gonna have to hook these up with power, but that's not gonna be a problem. Actually gonna upgrade the inserters on these as well. So let's very quickly get this all rehooked up again. So I'm gonna want you there. I want an assembly machine here. And you're gonna be for green science, and that's just gonna be 2 chests. Inserters and power and belts and inserters, which are there. Awesome. So I'll get green science going again. 98%. Of course, 98%. I couldn't have just left it for a few more seconds before I decide to move it. Of course.